Right.
Hello everybody. Welcome to the All Majors tournament. This is round 3 of losers bracket. We have Masochist and Zoroark versus Kuroshi and aPress, and we will be starting very shortly. The runners are readying up right now. Yeah, so on this seed, while we're waiting for the runners to ready up, we have a Crossroads 7 and a Edge 5, as well
And
as a Sea Peaks 4, which is somewhat high compared to the seeds we've been seeing recently for Sea Peaks.
yeah, that said, we have an unusually low number, for example, on Dirtmouth, which
Yes.
is rather surprising. Like, I think I've never seen a 3 before. But with their
Yeah,
scout, I'm pretty sure they're just all gonna rush to Crossroads.
yeah, and these teams do not have elevator pass randomize. It is an optional setting. They have chosen not to randomize it. They are running the round 2 base settings code with just boss essence set added, capped at 900. And we have our runners ready up, so race will begin in. And I gotta say counting first. Race will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they are off. With stream delay, of course.
I'm wondering if any of them is going to go towards City.
Um, yeah, I think you definitely could take a little bit of a city route here. And maybe go in and get that Raptors check and the egg, which is not in logic, but still pretty easy to get, a little bit early, and that could pay off. But yeah, it looks like we'll be seeing both aPress and Zoro going to go get that.
It's technically, like, from a purely statistical point of view, it's really not worth considering the amount of checks in City. But
Yeah,
since we have logic and everything, it might just be the item you need.
yeah, and Kuro's going to be doing the skip to the simple key there, whereas please don't die, Kuro. Thank you. Kuro's going to be doing the skip to the simple key there, whereas Masochist is not.
I think for the beginning of a seed, staying really close to logic is a viable choice.
I think it's probably the right choice, yeah.
Because if the first logic check is dash, for example, well, obviously you would have lost some time.
Yeah.
Checking Dirtmouth tag, actually.
Yep. Always
I
a
don't
good
think
choice. Such a
with
fast check.
yeah, with 3 items it's questionable.
Yes, but it's always nice to get early on. You don't want to. You don't want to be the team who misses it a dash at that.
Yeah,
You know.
of course. And on the other side we have aPress and Zoroark on the exact same route, a few seconds behind one another. We might be here for a while. Always Crossroads has way too many items to check. At least in logic for a beginning. So the
Yeah,
major.
but if we get like an early claw or dash or wings or something, we might see the team split, send one. Well,
Yeah,
green path's only 2, but maybe send one fungal. Oh yeah, because fungal's 3.
I'm pretty sure that's about the same compared to the number of checks of each area though. But
Yeah.
well, entering fungal with only claw is not as easy as it seems.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that it is easy. I'm just saying that if we get like an early movement or something
Yeah.
that lets them into an area. I mean, I guess the sort of thing that would give you easy access to Green Path, aka a spell, is different than what would give you easy access to Fungal. So,
Yeah,
I
of
think
course, they
teams...
might not have even a choice
Yeah,
to which area they might go to.
yeah.
Zoroark still trying to get the check towards the key, which isn't too much of a time loss considering he can't really do much in Crossroads. Well, he can, but his partner is already there.
Did Kuroshi not get the, Kuroshi not get the Stag Bench? Must not
Well,
have.
probably. The both of them are being at the exact same place right now. I wonder how they are going to split off from now. Classic pulse night bouldering.
Yep.
Not really in luck with their items right now.
Yeah, and it looks like Zoro got a little bit behind in the city game, which is going to be really rough for Red Team here.
Well,
But we
it's
still have no
huge.
majors.
That's the thing. Maybe it's gonna be rough, or he's going to find a major immediately at a
True.
place the other team didn't check. So, but to be quite frank, I'm surprised they haven't found a single one of those 7 majors.
Yeah.
They're probably all at Salubra or at
Could be
Grubs.
seen some at A Mound as well. Have we seen anybody check Grubs yet? I don't think we have.
No.
Kuro seems to be saving Grubs, but...
With 7 checks in Crossroads, there better be something at Grubs.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see right now is there is. Please don't mash too fast, Kuro.
There is a dive at Vengeful Spirit.
Oh,
Almost vanilla.
and there is Lantern. Oh, and Claw at Cornifer.
Law at Cornifer. And, I'm confused why we have both teams going to the right here in Crossroads. Seeing as they're early to claw there, but... Corny's stacked.
Right now, the next. Yeah, Cornifer, obviously. Best deals. And if he didn't catch it, there is a Lantern at Grubs for
Yes, there is.
29, which is near maximum.
Nothing at a Zelda, but a Mark of Pride for 6, which is really still nothing at a Zelda.
Well, buying Charms may be worth it since Salubra
Maybe.
probably
Salubra's
has.
capped at 17, and there's a Shaman Stone for vanilla cost at Sly. Yeah, Kuro? 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 Buy Shamans, please. You have Dive. It is useful.
Well, he's bound to go back to Dartmouth anyway. But... And Red Team finally catching Claw.
Yeah.
I wonder how they are going to split off. Is anyone going to check Salubra?
Looks like aPress is headed there right now. Yeah, I'd be really surprised here if somebody didn't check Saluba. And it looks like we might be seeing an early peaks from Masochist, which is...
Area. Oh, well, no, he's going to Dartmouth.
Oh, okay, yeah, no,
while
you're right.
Zoroark is checking grubs, and yeah, it's for now it's rather fair. Even
Yeah, I
though
would I would personally be going peaks here because we
I
got
think
the peaks 4 and the
yeah.
crossroads is mostly done, but
Well, how many does this have? One check at grubs. I think checking Cerebra is bound to be worth it. Well, we'll see what aPress finds there, but
yeah.
with that many checks, there has to be some at Cerebra. Let's see.
Shop key
Shopkeepers.
and white fragment.
Okay, so
And
nothing of
Shopkey locked at 1 charm. So, if Kuro had bought that Shaman Stone in Cliffs, not
yeah,
the Shaman Stone in Dirtmouth, that would have
yeah.
been Shopkey right off the bat.
Well, that doesn't. Well, Crossroad Dirtmouth only has 3 checks, so it might not be Shopkeepers, but maybe it is. You never know.
Yeah, and Shopkeepers is also a major item, so
Yeah.
it's always good to check. I don't think we can really dismiss Dirtmouth just because there are only 3 checks, because that just means that there's only going to be 1 item in each shop instead of 2 or 3 items in each shop.
Well, from my experience, there have this number of time where Dirtmouth checks are hidden in either Divine or the Egg Shop, all places I really cannot check right now.
Yeah, but Shopkeeper's Key is a place that they can check, so it's probably a good choice.
Finally going back to buy Shaman Stone.
Yep, and then aPress probably gonna go after Moloch here.
Most likely. And I'm wondering if... Oh, that is... Zoroark is going to Green Path. I'm not too big of a fan of that. I
Why do you
think
say
going
that?
to... Because Cliff really is the right choice. Simply because there isn't that many checks in Cliffs, and
And Cliffs has 3, yeah.
they are much quicker than Green Path.
Yeah.
So that is somewhat of a misplay from Zoro. Unless he plans to go back to Fungal through Green Pass, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you have to knock those Green Path checks out at some point. Um,
Mo
I
Yep,
think that... Ooh, and there's a cloak from Cliffs.
there is a
Okay,
close like
yeah.
yeah.
You have to
That
knock
is
those Green Path checks out at some point. I think that the early Green Path is more of an issue, not because of the check density, but because usually when you have the option to go Green Path late, it's a better idea just to go Green Path late, because you're always going to be waiting on Shio and Shape of Oon and
yeah.
MMC if you're not going to skip it. Actually, they have Claw here, so they aren't, or, yeah, no, they have Claw here, so they are not going to skip it, but they are still going to get to it.
And in the meantime, everyone is forgetting Cliff's Masochist is going to
Kuro
Eeks.
and Dark Jonies.
Ugh.
Classic
Oh yeah,
Kuro.
that's actually one of the rooms I never attempted and probably will never because it sounds like absolute hell.
Yep. Kuro knows it though, so... Oh. I stand
Well,
corrected. No, Kuro does
mostly,
know it. We saw it from Kuro in a previous race. I think it was actually Kuro's last race. Kuro did successfully do Dark Jonies, so I would expect to see a successful Dark Jonies here. And, assuming they can do Dark Jonies, all they'll have left is Stagnest and Gorb. And I think with the Cliffs 3, it's really worthwhile here.
yeah, absolutely.
Kuro's just going to be struggling with it a little bit.
Yeah. In the meantime, aPress found nothing, which is always a sight.
Yep.
And so did Masochist. They all find it. It's very unfortunate for Red Team not to have dash, because every second they don't have dash is an advantage going to Blue Team.
Yeah.
Kuro still being in the dark room. not giving up.
Just to clarify for the people asking in chat, I'm pretty sure the dash was in Cliffs, correct?
Yes, it was
Okay.
either Cornifer or the Soul Totem. I'm not exactly sure which one it was. On the left side. That said, Masochist is keeping up
Also,
with
Kuro
aPress.
done with Dark Jonies.
Oh, I
And
missed
it is going to pay off with a major, maybe two. We shall see.
And the answer was yes. Oh my god, that is
Yeah,
another
so
huge victory for blue team.
yeah, and that's gonna let Blue also take this to Gorb.
Yeah, even though, yeah, obviously. Even though they don't have...
Oh wait, no, they have Cliffstone. Never mind, sorry.
There was Dash,
Dash,
Dreamnail...
Kingsbrand, and Dreamnail.
Oh, I
Two with
missed
Dark
Kingsbrand.
Jonies.
Oh my god.
Kingsbrand was Dark Jonies as well. So that Dark Jonies really did pay off.
Wow, that is... I guess it's an incredible play.
Ooh!
And
And Wings!
at Hidden Station, which is, I'm pretty sure, Stag, both team gained access to.
Yes, but we see Blue Team with basically full movement here, and Red Team with only Claw right now. So, Red Team needs to get some movement really soon, probably Dash, because we've seen Dash tends to be the difference maker in these races.
And we can see that Zoroark is
Or it's
going
gonna be
back
rough.
to Turfmouth, so probably heading towards Cliff.
Gonna get Well Relic. Oh, not gonna get Well Relic.
Apparently
I think
not.
they already did.
That said, those Crystal Peak has been very tragic for both teams, neither of which finding a single major. So, where are they? I'm going to... How many checks do they have left? I guess C-Dash? The C-Dash gauntlet? And Zoroark is indeed going towards Cliff. Try to make up for that time lost, but they're gonna have to play well to come back from this rough start.
It's worth noting here that actually, Blue they have some pretty good dark rooms. I would expect aPress to be able to do Overgrown Mound here, which means that they're going to be able to completely full clear Crystal Peaks, which is going to be huge. Because that's 4 majors, and they will be able to track down all 4 here. So,
Yep. That said, a bit of the
actually, well,
setback from Masochist, who has to get some soul to do the skip.
And aPress is going to have to aPress is going to have to choose here how early he's going to go back and get deep focus, if at all. It's possible they'll just stall out on that until they get another thing. Also,
Well,
where's
now-
the E key?
What? There's an E key apparently? Where is it?
In
Which
Cliffs.
team? Cliffs.
Blue team has an E key
Oh,
from
that's the first major of the area. Not that
Elegant key from Hallownest's Crown.
oh.
The powers of getting really close to your monitor, everybody.
Well, Masochist is doing the gauntlets, the low percent gauntlets, which is
This
very
looks not
hard.
fun.
Oh, actually, oh no, that is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
I really hope Zoroark finds dash for him quickly.
Yeah, Zora's gonna get him dash, and really, Red Team does have access to that Monarch Wings, and it's really easy to check. I think we're playing with linear 3, so I'm really surprised that they haven't checked it yet. But
Well, there's only one check in Basin, and most of the Basin check are actually the Abyss. So it
yeah, but once you get a
would
stag, you usually check the stag right off the bat, especially when you're playing things that are so linear. And we're going to be seeing aPress end up beating Masochist to that check, and that's going to be a Vengeful Spirit and a Soul Totem. So it's not going to be absolutely huge, but again, we're just seeing blue continue to pull ahead here because red has no movement, and they aren't
yeah.
really
Well, that is
going in the direction to try to logically find movement.
that is about to change with um Zoroark probably finding Dash right here, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
Yep.
dash right here.
And Masochist already has it too for the gauntlet. And still manages to fail it. Oh god, that is unfortunate. So, are they going to go for the Dark Jonies? Is now the question. And they are not.
I doubt it. I think Dark Jonies is a thing that you only do if you're really, really comfortable with, and I think
Yeah,
Kuro is probably one of the very few people who's super comfortable with it. Because you do it in tourney, and unless you're, like, confident you can get it, it's pretty much just a waste of time.
absolutely. So peaks finally getting cleared for both teams.
Yep.
And Kuro is starting to get some work in onto Fungal. Did he find anything yet? No. Good check for Fungal is rather average, so
Yeah.
he's probably gonna be there for a long time, especially with Nail Zero Elohu. Does he have Shaman Stone? Actually, I'm not sure. In the meantime, red team is getting Shopkeeper's Key, so maybe they're gonna get something really good from Sly. And the answer is no.
And there's a love key there at the Soul Totem, so, blue team just has... What? Blue team just has one check left here, so, we'd expect to see them done with Crystal Peaks pretty soon.
Yep.
Given the fact that they have full movement for it. So yeah, we shall
And
see, but...
Zoroark is still trying to finish up Green Pass, which is... Oh, and here is Hera at Mound. So we are probably gonna see him quit out. That Green Pass call really was rough for Red Team, because turns out there was no majors there of interest. In the meantime, Kuro
Yeah.
is almost dying to Mound. aPress, right?
I think... the wings play, or the play to not check the stag is really putting blue behind, or not blue, really putting red behind here. I
Well,
think,
it's not.
when you're playing a linear, super linear seed, the stag's always, you get a stag, you check the stag right afterwards, even if you're not gonna check the area.
Yeah.
And yeah. Also,
Well,
did aPress get the last major in Green Path when we weren't paying attention? Not Green Path, Peaks?
yeah, it was Hera at Mound.
Got it.
So Infected Crossroads, which doesn't really
Always
matter.
fun. Hopefully no flower. It's only RG1 though, so odds flower low. Then again, I rolled this seed, so we all know what happens when I roll seeds. Gonna be seeing a
And
swim from Fungal Core.
that is actually really big if aPress can, if blue team can capitalize on that by going to
Edge.
Kingdom Edge.
Yes.
We will see if they figure that out or if they miss it and continue in City.
Yeah, and Edge is a little bit of a weird play here either way. Because, well, they have Ismas as well, but you could get you could go through city. They have to go through city anyways, and they have full movement, so they're not really waiting on anything. So
That
there's
is
not
true.
necessarily a reason that you would want to super duper rush the area with high check density, even though it'd be nice. Because they're not waiting on a dash or a wings or a claw. They've got all that stuff already. So maybe they're just
Well,
gonna,
fighting Sea Dash or Shade Cloak
yes,
obviously will increase their speed to checks other area, but
yeah.
that is
But
correct that it
a
is
shade
a
cloak would
hard
also,
area.
a
It is
shade
a
cloak would
hard area
also
to go through.
a shade cloak might also be something that you'd want for before you go into edge rather than after, because you've got that Markoth check. And the same goes for Queen's Gardens. Queen's Gardens here, it's only one check. And they do have access with the Isthmus tier, but there's not really. You're still waiting on a couple of items before you want to be able to go to fully
And
clear it. Whereas City is
in,
open. City's
yeah,
very open.
in the case of Queen's Garden, there is also the simple fact that Queen's Garden, if you get the stag,
Yeah,
is a million times faster.
yeah.
But to be honest, one check in Queen's Garden is still not very. It's still quite decent odds to get a major, because it is the area with the less checks. But that may be fog.
And Zoro is still in green path here, which really, guys, come on, you gotta check the stack. But
Well, it doesn't put them at too much of a disadvantage. It doesn't really speed up their. Well, I guess it would speed up the climb a bit, but not immensely.
it also
Compared
it
to
also
Cosmic
opens up
Beach.
much more check dense areas for them to start working on, and it makes it so Maso doesn't have to keep doing these skips and
Yeah,
I think the wings is really partially what's setting them behind. The dash is also pretty rough, but
to be honest, the end can really turn a game if you get the. For example, if they just enter Queen's Garden through, let's say, the Isthmus tier entrance and the egg is the right check, then that's just a lot of time saved that maybe the other team won't have if they start from the stag. So we might see the game change. It's not done
yeah, but
forever.
we're seeing one team with an 8 major lead now. 8 major lead and a movement advantage, so we're seeing they're seeing a pretty significant movement advantage and a pretty significant major advantage. So unless we have something really weird happen here, like for example, one team choosing to do Path of Pain first and it not being Path of Pain or something, I would expect to see blue continue to
Do
be
they
ahead in
play
this
with?
race.
Are they playing with Palace Totems?
They are.
Okay. Yeah. So that is. I hope there is someone on the team which is very confident with Passive Pain and all of that, because we have
I
seen in
think.
previous races that some are more experienced with
Yeah,
the area than other.
I think red team and blue team are both going to be pretty confident with that.
Kuroshi in the meantime being in middle of deep mist, not having found anything, I think, as of yet. Yes. Deep mist is in my team. I hopefully have Hot Spring, which is confident in White Palace and Deep Mist, because I do not check the place. I don't want to. It's. I
Are you
think
guys still in bracket?
no, we lost ages ago.
Ah,
A very close match, but
we
I know
lost.
that.
We got knocked out to Eclipse Tardy because I made a mistake in Green Path and then I made a mistake in Abyss. And I
Well,
think really we've been seeing sort of two types of races recently. We've been seeing the races where you see like the 10 major ahead lead, and then we've been seeing the races where you have both teams in Radiance at the same time.
that
And
was our race. Our last
yeah,
race ended up with all four of us in Radiance, and I threw everything by hitting THK too much. So I went into the field sibling ending
yeah.
and did a drill all the time, which was Oh, nice fake dive coming from aPress. I
Yeah,
didn't know there was a
well,
setup.
it's easier on QOL.
Of course.
QOL makes them significantly easier. But yeah.
aPress not forgetting one check,
Yep.
forgetting the 420 Zoroark totem, and getting chased by a billionaire spits.
Yes, as you love to see in Kingdom's Edge.
Yep.
Press looks like
So,
going back for the 420 Geo
yep.
totem. Good to
And what
see.
is going on in the meantime on red team? So they still haven't checked Basin and the stag.
And to answer
Hey.
the person who asked in chat, it's everything on the tracker that's like listed by the tracker on the top and the bottom, minus simple keys, and then the charms, you can't see them all yet, but it's Grimchild, which unlocks the Grim Fight, Dung Defender, which unlocks Dialogue with Tuck, which is worth something, or Defender's Crest, sorry, not Dung Defender. And then there is Spore Shroom for if you are playing with lore tablets, it allows you to view a bunch of lore tablets. Teams are not playing with lore tablets, but Spore Shroom is still a major item. Yeah, everything that
There
unlocks
was
checks.
actually a major at the 420 Zoroark totem. There was
That's
a
funny.
June. So they did good there, checking back on it. And in the meantime, red team is going through city and fog, which I'm pretty sure they couldn't complete fog, right? Blue team.
Um, yeah, blue is neither team is done with fog yet.
It's
Not
probably
quite sure
good.
if fog is the play here, but we'll see.
Well, it's rather fast to check, but we know what the play is. The play is to go to Ancient Basin and get wings for free.
Yes.
And neither team are going to waterways yet, which is to be expected. Oh, I spoke too soon. Red
Yep.
team is heading towards waterway, which Swag kill on the.
Yeah, and right now we are seeing we're seeing blue team at about currently if red gets if red gets wings right now, blue is still gonna be about like somewhere in the range of 15 minutes early. So it's it's gonna be rough. Although if we look at the major items actually, red team has been slowly creeping up despite the lack of the wings. We're seeing a differential of 6 here now.
Yeah, but to be expected for an area as big as Kingdom Edge, that obviously doing all of those checks down, which had one major item but could have done that more, takes a lot of time, and both teams are going to need to.
Monomonic Hollow 2.
Well, we're probably gonna see that in a long time, since Malamon isn't really important for the beginning, but we will see some nice color gameplay.
Yeah. We're not playing with nail upgrades randomized, so we'll probably see teams go to check nail upgrades. Do we know if GPZ is a requirement? No, we do not. Neither team has saved Bretta yet. And we are seeing Shade Cloak from aPress at Totem, I think?
I didn't quite catch that, but
Pale Lurker Totem, I think, was Shade Cloak.
yeah, they only have 3 major left in Kingdom Edge.
Yeah. And they're holding that 6 major lead.
Yeah, I'm still curious to what are the remaining crossroad checks. Where are they? Because there's one at Grubs, but the last one, it's either Mount. It's not Mount.
It's Boom or Black Egg, yeah.
It's Boom or Black Egg.
Or it could be Fog Canyon Totem, I think. They haven't checked that. Yeah, I could have rolled another Hollow 1-2, Ash. I rolled one of those a couple days ago. If so, I am literally just not allowed to generate seeds anymore.
And we have seen Zodes being rescued by Kuroshi, so
Yeah.
they're good on that eventuality. On the meantime, oh, they actually found Shriek. Red team found Shriek. When was that?
Yeah, the Shriek was at... Oh, crud, I remember seeing it. I don't remember where it was, though.
Double
Shriek was
hit.
at Tuck Egg, yes. Shriek at Tuck.
Okay, so some at least reconforting news coming from that early waterways.
Yeah.
They are still completely, well, leaving away basin. Which, first off, I'm not even sure if they did found a stag or not. Which, if they didn't, is extremely unfortunate because
No, they have the stag.
they had a stag. Okay.
They have the stag, they still have not checked it.
I just realized how cursed this logic is because if you don't find the stag, you can't get wings. You have to find that stag.
I
It's
think
just
you have to find the stag, but I don't remember exactly where the stag was, but I thought it was somewhere easy.
yeah. But that is having a stag be a forced element of logic is always a bit cursed.
Yeah.
Because it's an all major tournament, not every Czech tournament.
Yeah. And there's going to be a Great Slash at DV. Also, we didn't really comment on it, but Kuro just did a whole Dark Deep... No. aPress just did a whole Dark Deep Nest. And I don't think it actually ended up paying off, which is always rough. Seeing as that's such a time-consuming thing to do, and not fun for some people.
And in the meantime, blue team is gonna check the rest of fog, which they have access to by now.
Oh, Kuro did Dark Deep Nest. I stand corrected. Thank you, chat.
Oh, they found.
Woke Nail?
Yep, at the Charm Notch in Fog Canyon, which means that technically they have access to White Palace, even though you don't have Crystal Dash, but it could be there, which we almost saw in a previous match.
Yeah. We're going to be seeing aPress go clear Resting Grounds right now, which is good to see. And Resting Grounds is only one, so it'll be interesting to see where that check is. Hopefully we don't have a Flower Quest seed, but maybe we do. And I'm only against a Flower Quest seed because I rolled this, so we're gonna hope that the trend of me rolling cursed seeds does not continue.
You don't want to be blamed for it. But to be quite frank, the seed had a rather good start.
Yeah, this is a high movement early on, so...
Yeah, which is much nicer than some other seed I've seen. I had one where early claw and nothing else until you found some random stag that led to city. And before that, you were just wandering in Crossroad, going past Fungal, looking for that stag.
And we see Kuro in... Or not Kuro, we see Masochist in Basin right now. Still no wings.
Which is double unfortunate because... Oh my god, I hope so much he doesn't go in the abyss. Because everything that he's doing, we know for sure is not gonna yield anything.
No, we don't. Basin is 2.
Oh, it's 2. Oh my bad. I thought it was 1.
I'm just... Okay, hold on. We're gonna... Maybe we'll have a moment of realization here if Masochist has a map mod.
Oh. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have Masochist hit the tab button and realize that that thing's in logic. And hopefully... Yeah. Come on. Please don't go Abyss here. Okay. Okay.
Activated.
Yes.
Go to a stack.
Yes.
Have a stack somewhere. Oh
Yes.
yes.
No.
No.
Oh, wait, yes.
Oh,
No.
almost had it. Almost had
Stop
it.
it.
End of suffering now. Are they going to clear fungal waste? Oh, that is. What the?
Yeah, and we're seeing blue team pulled back ahead here. They are now 10 ahead, and red has not gotten any majors in the past 5 minutes. So this is looking rough.
Is he going to check fog? No, he's going to leg eater. Ugh, that is. Well, it's both rough and I can't really blame him, mostly because I did the exact same. There was a Queen Station stag which had C dash and we never checked it, but
Yeah.
it is unfortunate. Okay, is Flower Quest in logic?
It is in logic. Whether or not it will be done. Mask Shard, Padilla. Homothety.
And Kuroshi checking Basin despite not having C dash, so a couple of checked will be left.
Yeah. But given the fact that they know there's only one there, I think their odds are probably pretty good that they'll be able to find it, especially because they do have Void Heart. So they don't even have to waste slots on equipping King's Soul. They can just head straight down. I would really expect for unless that checks Lifeblood Core, I'd expect for Kuro to be done with Basin pretty quickly. Then again, could be Lifeblood Core. And there's the wings.
There is the wing. They are probably screaming at each other right now for not having checked it 1,000 years ago.
Yep. Also, anybody got a count on how late that wings was?
Probably.
I think it's Rixian says 25 minutes late.
Oof.
Cause yeah, that was like start of the wings for Kuroshi aPress and pretty dang late for Masochist Zoro.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it ends. In the meantime, Basin not going all that well for Kuroshi, still having some checks to do.
Yeah, and did he check birthplace and I'm just not paying attention yet, or
I
I think he didn't check birthplace.
I don't think so.
Which is an interesting play because birthplace is actually a pretty quick area to check.
Unless you have to do the climb.
Yeah, unless
The
well,
climb
yeah, but
is
if you have
more
to do the
major.
climb, you know that climb is the check, so you're not going to be wasting time on it. Because the climb, you get a preview on what the climb is.
Also,
So-
everyone, look at aPress for absolute
And there's an
Warcraft
Abyss Shriek.
destruction.
There's an Abyss Shriek from that team.
So Markov is going to be dead immediately. Always the nail zero. The nail
So,
zero.
yeah.
Sorry.
Kuro
nice.
skips the birthplace.
Probably just forgot about
Ha!
it.
D-Dark at Markov.
That is a bit rough. Especially since it's checked the whole area, just unable to get one check towards the major. And I guess the remaining check in Kingdom Edge has to be somewhere in Hive or the totems next to it.
Yep. And that is going to be Tram Pass locked, so we will see a Tram Pass probably pretty soon.
Kuro getting some nail grid. Forget that he doesn't have C dash. While Zoroark is checking Reda.
Yep, and Zora's gonna check Bretta here. Probably warp straight to Bretta checks GPZ as well. And we will see. We'll see if it's a double Colo seed.
Yep.
Which would be so much fun.
Well, not for the runners anyway, but that's...
You mean you don't like double Colo seeds? What are you talking about? We love double Colo seeds here.
aPress starting with Colo 2. So...
Yep.
Let's...
And aPress bought the nail upgrades, so yeah.
I think up to nail 3, I believe.
Tram past Black Egg would be funny because you'd have Tram past locked Black Egg locked, Black Egg locked Colo 2. Oh, wait, okay, no, we're good. I saw some frame drops on aPress's side and I was worried we saw a crash. Was that anything at GPZ? I'm blind.
I didn't check as well.
Chat, save us. Is GPZ anything? Shade Cloak at GPZ.
Oh my god.
Double Colo Seed, let's go.
Well,
you love to see it.
True, I guess. In the meantime, aPress struggling through Colo. I guess not having Shade Soul is kind of a...
I think aPress is definitely... I wouldn't necessarily say aPress is struggling. It's just a little bit weird movement, particularly during this phase.
It's... Without Shade Soul, it must be a bit slow.
And Kuro's scaring us in Thorn's Gauntlet.
A death at Thorn Gauntlet would be fun. aPress killing... having a lot of swag, killing all those... Bellfly?
Yeah, I think aPress has speedran a Colo before, so... Or speedran Colo 3 before, if I'm not wrong. I might be wrong. Or, not Colo 3, sorry.
And
Colo
we can
2.
see Masochist doing what Masochist does, aka Dark Rooms.
Yes.
But that one was easy. And we see the lead getting a bit thinner, but judging by just the sheer amount of grounds that Red Team has to cover.
Yeah, it's a 7 major lead, and the only reason I really feel like Red is catching up here, or it looks like Red's catching up here, is because Blue Team has to do all these things like double Colos and all that stuff. So
and checking everything in Kingdom Edge, which takes forever.
Yeah.
Even though did Zoro take any nail upgrades? I don't think he did. Because I was saying that he might be just heading immediately to Colo to get the major at GPZ, but does he have shape?
Gonna be seen. Divine. Hold on. Divine checks. Nothing useful there.
There was a journal for one of them. I don't know what the other one are.
I think buying is faster than warping out, right? But they only have... They probably checked strength already and we just missed it.
I know they checked Wanderer journal at some point.
Yeah.
So... Is the Cursity gonna continue and there's going to be a hard major? Which I think is the most cursed thing ever to have Divine.
Yeah, it's having majors locked, having majors locked behind non-major items is problematic.
Which is why it's very nice that Light Charms are counted as majors, because if not, you would add stuff like Cream Child to absolute number of.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't find it, so I'll progress. Zoroark missing.
Yeah, and aPress is almost done with his Colo 2 here.
While Kuroshi is slowly chipping away at the massiveness that is Fungal. So right now Zoroark is about to find Dreamgate, I assume, if I remember correctly. Oh. Some lag happened. Are you still here?
Yes, I am still here.
Okay. Just, yeah, life froze for a bit.
Okay, gotcha. Let me seeing blue get that dash slash, and I guess aPress Kuroshi do not know yet that they have not saved Bretta, so they do not yet know that Colo 1 is required. Which is interesting. In Dashmaster 0, you'll love to see it.
Well, now it's not. Well, they still don't have C-Dash, so it's still their fastest way to move around. But it's, at the beginning, having Dash and Dashmaster is so nice for the
Yeah.
big areas like Green Path.
Wait, why is Kuro just skip? Oh. Oh. Kuro saved so deepness. No, wait. How do they know that that Dashmaster check isn't any? Oh, they have Fungal 0. Okay, that makes sense. So Kuro aPress about to find out that they gotta do Colo 1 as well.
No idea. No, collected map isn't major. I would assume it is. And nothing was in Junk Pit. I swear there's never anything in Junk Pit.
Alright, Kuro's checking Bretta right now. Let's watch the... Or did Kuro already check Bretta?
Sure.
I'd assume so, because otherwise Kuro just skipped checking Bretta. I guess we're just blind.
Most likely. Everyone in this chat is
Okay.
laughing at us.
Chat says already checked.
Okay, and is Tram Pass at Black Egg? Did someone just call it?
Kuro into Black Egg. And I think this is like gotta be a check, because otherwise it's either failed it's failed Champ Glowing Womb or this.
And it was, oh my god, that is
I've seen
such cursed logic.
I feel like I've played this seed before. Like I know I haven't, but I definitely played a seed in recent times that was C-Dash Black Egg, third Dreamer locked behind something stupid, double Colo seed because GPZ.
Well, I had a seed where the duplicate Dreamer was in Black Egg.
Yeah.
So that's always nice. That I ended up taking every check except one in that seed. Which was incredibly stupid.
Yeah, and
It
Kuro's
wasn't
got the
that
C-Dash.
Yeah.
So Kuro is now off to do Colosseums.
Yes. Wait, no, he probably... didn't aPress have the color bench? Why would Kuro? Oh yeah,
Because the
because he's the
person,
one.
it's
Yeah.
GPZ locked, not Colo 1 locked.
So
Yeah, it's by extension Colo 1 locked, but yeah.
you need to have progressed request. So
Yeah.
So I guess technically you could say that it's a slight mishap from them. They should have had the person to check
Be-
deepness also check color, but it's just so weird to
Maybe,
think
but
about.
if you always try to account for that, you have to have the same person do fungal waterways, or not, maybe not waterways, depending on whether you're going to go waterways into Breda or fungal into Breda, but you have to have the same person either do deep nest fungal edge or deep nest waterways edge, and that's a pretty big task. That's that's
Unless
two
there
of the
is,
biggest areas in the
yeah.
game.
I guess you could say that the other one can check green path and like the entirety of CT,
Yeah.
but you know.
And Kuro warping out of Call 1 for some reason here, not quite sure why. Maybe
Probably
gonna buy
to get
nail
nailed.
upgrades. Yeah. Gonna buy nail upgrades.
Actually not sure how fast that is. It sure helps in.
It's probably a good play. No shade, Soul.
Yeah, no Shade Soul is rough for Coliseum. That is for certain. I didn't know you could slip by that elevator. Taking
Let's
notes.
see, does Kuro know quick nail upgrades buying? I think probably does. And we're gonna be seeing Zoro on his way here to go check Colosseums and find out that he has to do both of them.
I can already see the excitement now. I'm sure who doesn't love a two-color seed? Well, at least it's a seed where you have to do boss fights and such, which I guess is a given saying that they have chosen to
We're gonna be seeing
randomize boss defense.
Maso and White Palace here.
Without Crystal Dash.
Yeah, which
It could be there. There's just no telling. It could
Yeah.
be here.
well, no.
It's
See, Crystal
possible.
Dash cannot be in White Palace because Crystal Dash is at Black Egg.
Yeah, but from their perspective.
Oh,
it
okay,
could
yeah,
be.
gotcha. And aPress matching that, going in right now, but with C Dash, and Zoro realizing that he has 2 Colosseums and a Zote fight ahead of him in his near future.
So, how much of White Palace are we gonna see? I'm pretty
Good
sure that
question.
I assume that it isn't at the peak, because then Masochist would not be going here.
Getting a
So-
Shade Cloak from Edge.
So,
Was it Tail Lurker Totem? We were right.
and Kuroshi going for color 1, indeed.
Oh, did Kuro not know right side Nailsmith?
Well,
I guess didn't.
that is. When did they add this feature? Because
Before the start of the tournament.
yeah, but it's not.
But it was
Yeah.
like right before the start of the tournament, I think. Yeah, we've been seeing people progressively miss it less and less, but we should let Kuro know that it's a thing after we finish this.
Obviously.
Right side Nailsmith for the person asking in chat. There's a quality of life mod, which runners are all using, and it's allowed here, which makes it so that you can sell to the Nailsmith by talking to him from the right side rather than the left side.
Which is exactly how Lem functions.
Yes.
As you can tell.
Floofy beat me to it. Floofy, is it QOL or Rando? Probably QOL, okay.
And both team being at the exact same place right now. One in Colo, one in White Palace. And the White Palace are actually right behind the other. even though aPress is getting ahead with
Yep.
C dash.
Lem sells QOL, Blossom says, so Nailsmith sells also probably QOL.
I actually didn't. What color is Kuroshi doing? Oh no, Zoroark doing. I bet. Is it the first or? It's probably the first. Yeah.
Who plays on QO without rando? True. Kuro, I don't know off the top of my head which Calo this is. I occasionally do Calos for the rando here and there, but that's about all I know about him.
And the dive check was actually just somewhere in the
Kuro is
totem
doing
that
Calo 1.
I'm pretty sure Masochist is about to get, so it wasn't locked behind C dash, which is a relief for red team, because it would have been hard.
And D-Dark, is that left side totem?
I
Not left
do
side
not know
totem.
the name of the totems in White Palace.
Which totem is that? Yeah, Kuro and Kala 1 right now. We got the... Got Zote coming on out.
Oh, so bullying.
Yep, love to see it.
And Masochist finally checking Queen's Garden. Is it?
That's how you can tell Kuro is rich. Warps out without grabbing the Geo. What do you mean,
True flex.
person asking in chat, what exactly do you mean by his Calo access randomized?
Maybe they're talking about the fact that it is already unlocked, and if that is the case, then just know that
Oh,
QL
yeah.
unlocks everything by default.
Yeah, QOL unlocks all the Kalos by default, which is nice to play with, because otherwise if Kalo 2 is something, you have to wait on Kalo 1.
And also, I would imagine there could be some curse atrocities where you don't have the Geo to get Geo from Kalo, which would be... Oh, and we missed Kuroshi going into GPZ.
Yeah,
which is-
Kuro just finished his out, and this is the logical next play. And we are seeing Kuroshi and aPress both sort of done with all of the long checks right after this. And honestly, Masazoro are not too far behind as long checks go. However, blue team has about half the majors left, so that's a little bit of a different story.
I guess they could have some trouble with, for example, Queen's Garden, or maybe... Well, I assume they're gonna take the same route, because it's... Well, there's one route which is faster, but if for some reason blue team decide to go and check on the stack first and forgets love key, maybe it's the check, they might gain some time here, but I doubt it would be enough.
Yeah, I think unless we see a big misplay on Blue's part, I think Blue's got this one in the bag, and I think most of the areas where you would have a big misplay, that being Palace or Kalos, where you take a death where you really shouldn't, I think we're done with most of those areas. So I think this probably is going to be relatively smooth sailing in Blue Team's favor. Also, we have the QG stag at Cornifer, which you just love to see.
But it cuts down on some travel time, I guess, and an arena, so it's nice, but it would be nicer to have it in some shop a long time beforehand, obviously. And some nice green bullying with as
Yep.
Wait, yeah, that reminds me of the ancient basin check. Yeah, they ended up, despite not checking um,
Yeah.
what is it called? A birthplace, they ended up getting the checks.
Also, Fragile Heart at Love Key.
Yeah.
So we are not going to have cursed logic where something is locked behind a non-major. Also, Kuro doing Overcharmed Grim, you'll love to see it.
Even though it's harder to do with nail grid than
I want to see a
it's
mod that makes what's this? Nightmare King Grim, NKG. I want to see a mod that makes NKG a check.
that would be both nice, but also an incredible skill barrier because, well, I don't think a lot of people are confident with like
I
5
guess.
dice NKG. Because let's not forget that Overworld AKG is harder than Pantheon AKG by like 200 health, which isn't all that much, but still harder. Oh, and aPress keep freezing. Hope it's not a crash.
Looks like it's just stream delay, as you see usually on these rampos.
Yep.
Are we gonna see? Uh-oh. aPress. Are we
Well,
okay?
he was the runner with the most stream delay, so I assume we're gonna be fine. And I really hope so, at least.
Yeah.
Let's pretend like we don't see anything, and then let's
Also,
continue watching
while we
it.
were not paying attention, actually, aPress just got, aPress just got Shade Soul, it looks like. So this is probably
It's just a stream bug.
Shade Soul at Marmu. We can tell based off what we've been getting,
Okay.
and clearly still doing things because got the grub.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
The stream
aPress is back.
We are saved. Nothing crashed.
Wahoo! Gonna be seeing totems and edge here. Perhaps we will be seeing no hive, maybe? Or maybe this seed just continues to get more and more cursed.
Requiring Hive Knight. Yeah. That is always when the mask shard in Hive is the major you need. It's always
Wait,
such a
what?
relief.
What is Kuro doing?
Getting the grub, which is very important since they need a lot of grubs, I guess.
Oh yes, there is high grub count, Love to see it.
And blue team finally getting Grateful Dash. Yep, as we can see, which coincides very well with. Oh yeah, obviously he doesn't have to check Mound now because.
What is Kuro doing? I'm confused. Kuro missed a totem and now Kuro's back to Deep Nest and now he has inventory storage.
Oh, he's going to Hive.
Did Kuro not bench in Tram?
I guess not. Well, they just got. Oh, Kuro maybe.
Did Kuro bench there?
I hope. I think he realized he already did bench there. I'm not sure, but I hope.
And Sly has a Shade Soul dupe, or is that just timings? No, yeah, Sly with a Shade Soul dupe. Which cleans out Dirtmouth.
Yep, so no need to do Grim or anything. Which is definitely...
Wait, hold on. They ran out of edge checks while I wasn't paying attention.
I guess it was the totem then, because they never wanted Hive. That is for
The
sure.
totem was just an egg, though, unless I'm blind.
There are 2 totems.
Oh, Hornet 2 had Cyclone.
Oh.
Got it.
Oh, and that is the last major, yeah, for grubs. So blue team is going to Radiance. And,
yeah, also, Howling Cliffs still has 2, and that lantern is cursed. So
Wait. Oh my. Oh, and oh my. And Kingbrand was in.
yeah,
Oh my god, that logic is just
this is
so
some
bad.
ugly logic that gets so much better if you do Dark Jonies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about it, but yeah, it's just it's the super duper long.
Oh wait, sorry, was Lantern at Grubs? My bad. I don't know. I just think
Yeah, Lantern was a grubs, so it
a
requires you to
Dreamtail.
get.
Apologies to Floof, but having, at least in my opinion, having Dreamnail and Kingsbrand in Dark Jonies and Lantern locked behind Grubs is a little bit cursed for teams that don't do Dark Jonies.
Yeah, because that's just you won't have Lantern for the entire run. Just because 29 grubs, you only get that at the very end.
Yeah.
And nice underplats, so it is a GG for Kuroshi,
Yep.
and aPress is soon to come. We had, in practice, we had a logic where to follow logic, you would need to traverse the entirety of Queen's Garden with nothing but dash and isthmus to get to Deep Nest from the fungal entrance that would lead to
Oh,
Gojek.
that's cursed.
And so obviously, if you went out of logic, guess what? You could find Claw in like peaks hidden behind somewhere. It was just hidden behind like the grub burger or something like that. So it was rather unfortunate for anyone that would follow logic. And I guess it is a GG for blue team now.
Yep, and there's the GG from aPress. So I will ask for an interview.
Yep. I think we should just let a bit of time for the stress to sink in. Even though it wasn't that close, I can imagine both team being a bit stressed.
Right.
Oh.
Got aPress and Kuroshi. How's it going, guys?
This was definitely a seed.
Why?
This was definitely
this was a seed.
first. Is this first GPC of the tournament?
I
I think so.
I think so. GPZ,
Yeah.
Hollow, and then you guys might not have noticed it, but you guys got Dreamnail and Kingsbrand from doing early
Jonies, yeah.
early Jonies, and think about where that lantern was.
What were
I mean, yeah.
The last thing
like,
we got.
The last thing we got. It's like,
Yeah. So your opponents are at 6 major items remaining, and what really
Oh.
got them there wasn't the Jonies. They were about 25 minutes late to Wings.
Oh no!
just-
Did they not find hidden stations there?
No, they
They
found
did
hidden
find
station
it.
stack.
Oh, they didn't
not
check.
it.
Oh no, Maso Zoro, no.
That
That
really
feels
hurts.
bad, man.
And I
Yeah.
guess they also did a mistake in the beginning, not checking lifts and going to green path instead, which
I mean that's
It's-
fair.
That's more of a small thing compared to.
We
really
decided
Wings.
like
Yeah.
we decided early like if we had found dive we'll go to peaks early because we were deciding to like divide crossroads out. So I was like thinking if we found dive we go for C peaks and then like resting grounds. If not then we go for if we find claw or like then we find cliffs. If not we'll just figure out like dash we'll do some fungal. Like we were thinking about that stuff. Like we were like doing all that stuff. I guess. And then we found where do we find claw? What was claw?
What was the Cornifer and Crossroads?
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys were both teams did routed crossroads in a weird way that made them do Cornifer after A Mound, but neither team was
Cornifer
actually.
before A Mound, actually. I
Oh,
was
you
like,
did?
this is worth checking before going up because it's just right there.
Oh yeah, but
And
like
we already
after
said that
False
Crow was
Night,
gonna.
Yeah,
After False Night, yeah.
yeah.
yeah. But, like,
Yeah, and we already said that Crow was gonna do Moloch, so I was like, I'm not gonna leave this way. So let's just get this check.
Yeah. And are we gonna call Masazoro here in for an interview, or are we gonna
yeah,
let him
I
finish?
guess.
I think it's gonna take at least 15 minutes for them to finish.
I think 15 minutes is a little bit. No, yeah, you're right. They've got some weird checks left.
They have to get thousands of grubs still. Oh. Hot Spring just
No, I think Elements is calling them up.
good. I'm actually still watching. Oh, what are you doing, Kuroshi? Kuroshi, that is. Kuroshi, you don't have to
Yeah,
do
don't
it.
do it. Take her off stream. Don't do this.
Hot Spring, can we
But-
get a special intervention?
Oh, you're gonna do this. Don't do it. Hey,
Same as
no.
hot spring.
No. 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 Stop it.
Oh my god, why do every run end on some poor NPC getting murdered?
Bro, this is such bad luck. Kuro, no, don't do it.
Bro,
You're
stop.
going to lose the tournament if you do this right now.
No.
Kuroshi, stop.
GG's, Master
Oh
Zoro.
my gosh.
GG's, what a
GG's.
fucking seed.
GG,
What a seed!
yeah.
What a seed! Yeah.
Yeah.
that is a seed.
Two things there for Masazoro that really put you behind on that one. The base and wings.
yeah.
oh,
yeah, y'all didn't.
Yeah.
Kuro aPress were about 25 minutes earlier to that than you guys were.
They went to
Just-
Hidden Station Stag immediately and checked it.
Yeah.
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 Damn it.
And then, secondly, they did Joni's Darkroom.
Yep.
And there are double checks in Joni's, and Lantern is locked behind 28 grubs.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a.
As soon as we learned they were both in Joni's, I'm like, we're fucked. I know Kuro knows item was Dark Joni's. Neither of us know Dark Joni's.
Oh, no.
This was a seed where you pretty much had to know Dark Joni's to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really rough to just see all those grubs needing to be collected to access.
Yeah,
Even
28 grubs was very good.
And it wasn't even the end because there was King Brand there, so
Yeah.
you couldn't even finish a basin
Yeah.
without
This
getting
is,
29 grubs.
this is a cursed seed and a half.
Double color being actually not the worst part of the seed. But
Yeah.
Yeah, those
least-
double colors. Yeah.
at least the start was nice. There was a lot
True.
of movement later that anyway. You didn't have
Yeah,
like
I think we found Claw Dash really early.
Yeah.
Well, we found Claw and then found Dash.
Claw Dash Wings was really early on in the seed if you played it.
C
right.
Dash, C Dash, locked
Dash
behind.
that
were-
was
yeah.
worse.
We
And
were
then
really.
C Dash Black Egg, as you
They were before. They got to Dash before us, right?
Yeah.
They
yes.
did get to Dash, yes.
Was it?
Because I think Zoroark checking Green Path immediately at the beginning was, well, a bit of a misplay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rando. Like, could have easily been Dash at Green Path instead of Cliffs. And then
I
we
didn't
would've
realize
been
that it was +3 until after we went into Green Path, and I'm like, crap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Going to Cliffs.
obviously Cliffs 3 is very interesting. in terms of number.
Like, I think the major items were pretty well, I would say, well divided. I think. Like,
Yeah,
There
it
were
was
a lot
like the
of, like-
only area that stood out is, I mean, and Crossroads at the beginning.
Crossroads was,
yeah, it's just 9.
I think it's the area with the most amount of checks.
But like, yeah. Otherwise, I think this was a pretty. It was a seed. It was definitely. It's a seed.
Yeah, what a seed. We're not going to talk about who generated it.
It's really like a prophecy. We were talking that before the stream being, are you sure you're gonna generate it? You have a history of cursed seed and who would have known?
Like, it is what it is now.
Yet another one. Add it to the list.
King's Brand at the Joni's Totem.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was.
Dreamnail at Joni's Blessing.
You check,
Yep.
That was.
you major.
Yeah, that was something. Like, we
Yeah,
found.
without Dreamnail dupe, this seed would have been so much worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where was your first stream nail, Master Zoro?
Edge.
Edge. Oh.
It was
yeah.
late.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very late. Yeah.
Then we
Oh,
got the Fog Canyon one almost immediately after that.
I mean, there wasn't
That's-
anything locked behind
Fan Pass, I
dream
think.
bosses, were there?
No, there
Palace.
wasn't.
Other than, yeah, I mean like
Palace.
Palace, but
Yeah,
Markov.
Markov had.
And yes,
was it
oh,
Markov
right,
had-
Markov
D-Dirt,
did have
yes.
something.
Oh yeah, Markov. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bummer. We didn't find Shade Soul until really late on. I guess because like all the Shade Soul was a bit. I don't know. So like I
Yeah, we
had to
didn't
do.
Shade Soul for a while either.
Yeah.
I had to do color one with Pure Nail
Yeah.
just to like get GPZ and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. This was fun.
And
Yeah,
for the
GG's to
trivia,
all the runners.
we might see Zoroark and Mesh just going for it, but just note that you just didn't check birthplace for some reason,
Forgot to equip King Soul.
and
You had
turns
a
out
Void Heart.
there was nothing there.
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking to the other ones?
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
no. We were
Kuroshi
talking.
and aPress
He
just
was talking to
didn't check
Kuroshi.
it, and turns out there was nothing there. So
Yeah, no, cause like no, so I put down a Dream Gate for birthplace because I felt like if it was Void Heart, it's gonna be slow, so I might as well do the other. I mean, like it was a gamble that I wanted to take because I
Yeah.
kind of like during practice whenever I went there, I feel like personally like because like I don't time stuff,
Yeah.
so I most of the things I just like I think like AP and like anyone who watches my stream knows I don't really time anything. I just go
It
by
went
vibes.
feels fast.
Yeah, so like for me, whenever I did like that area, I felt that okay, going down and then going down all the way to whatchamacallit, the Arcane Egg, and then going back up and then going to Void Heart, and then needing to go back up felt even with Dream Gate felt like a bit slow compared to just going for the 3 checks on the right, because there were 3 checks, right? So I'll
Yeah.
just like I put down a Dream Gate, I'll just go there first, and then if there's nothing there, then I'll go down. Like I felt that was like personally that was I mean it's a gamble no matter what, it's rando, right? But
Yeah.
again, like I said, whenever I did practice, the vibes were off basically, so I just went for the one and went with the vibes.
All right.
Really
Yeah.
curious how close this seed would have been if not for Dark Jonies.
Still, I think they had you by quite a bit.
I think they
because
would have
the
had us
wings.
still.
The wings.
the wings were
The
really
wings.
tragic.
It wasn't about the Dark Jonies. It was about the wings. I feel like.
Well, the Dark Journey would have stalled it, but very much in the end. Whereas, Blue Team would have had an advantage over you, but just in the very end, when you would have to finish up the checks. But they had a lead
Yeah.
from the very beginning and kept it all the way until.
Yeah, I think. I think Blue still had you, even if you guys did do the Dark Jonies, just because. Really, 25 minutes late to wings is pretty dang hard to recover
Yeah,
from
it
unless you've
is.
got a particular
Yeah.
seed built for it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got lucky because we got DV stack and then hidden station stack. I was like, I'll just check those 2 stack because it's very quick and like there
Yep.
could be something in each of them. Just yeah.
And turns out
Yeah,
there
when you're
was
playing with-
nothing in each of them.
When you're playing with linear progression, that's not uncommon.
Yeah, exactly. Linear 3, shoutouts to Linear 3. Shoutouts to the baby and Yeho, by the way. Giving me all the strats to do everything fast. Let's go.
You, my king.
No, don't say that, Avery. Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG's, Maso Zoro.
GG's, man. So yeah, GG's.
And we do not have any more matches scheduled for this week until Saturday, where we will be having Ash Wesker versus Eclipse Tardy.
Let's
Which
go.
is winner brackets, if I remember correctly. Right?
No, that is losers. That is losers bracket. It is the
Oh.
same thing as this match, which is you've got it's basically you take all the people who lost either first or second round of winners, and those are the last 2 people who are still in losers. So, yeah.
Mm.
And Maso Zoro, you guys will be going on to play what? Tim Pure now, right? Or no, not Maso Zoro. Sorry,
Carolina.
I
Ape
mean,
Wrestler.
gonna get
yes,
knocked
it'll
out.
be
Yeah, Tim
it
Pure
will
now.
be
So,
yes. It'll be
good luck.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
thank
be
you.
it'll be something. It'll be something. But yeah,
It'll
thank
be
you, Rico.
something.
Yeah. Excited
We
for
have
it.
some really nice matches coming up for the end of the tourney. which is to be expected.
And then winners bracket, we probably won't be seeing another winners bracket match for a while. Maybe we will, because
A lot of matches to.
yeah, we got losers has to do a lot of catch up. So yeah.
Being
Also,
it.
thank you to Masazoro and aPress Kuro for scheduling your match so soon. That's really going to help with getting stuff going.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it
because
was like easier anyway for us anyway.
Yeah,
To the
yeah.
Well, yeah, GG's to comms, 3 streamers,
Yeah, thank you,
audience,
comms, 3 streamers.
Meso Zoro. Yeah, GG's. Hope you all enjoyed the race.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for racing. And thank
Yeah.
you to Masazoro specifically for participating in this tournament. It's been great.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a wrap then.
Right.
And we haven't seen any Marissa death. So
We
I
have
can
not.
Good.
I will congrats
That's way
everybody.
too much of a
Spring
detail.
quick, end the stream.
Marissa is way
Get
too.
us out of here before before Kuro gets bloodthirsty.
Kuro is always bloodthirsty. Let's be real here.
Always do the funny. Always